3 home runs this postseason in this series. What do you think's clicked for you at the plate and has allowed you to have success?
I think just remaining present, staying with my teammates. Garrett said it really, really well in the dugout. You play each out, you play each at bat as just a singular event, and you just go from there. And you just keep repeating it until the game's over. Because a lot of things can change. So just remaining present, trying to put a good swing on the ball, trying to put the ball in play for my team.
Since you came off the IL, you've been an impact player. How have you been able to do that so seamlessly in such a limited amount of time?
Yeah, that was always the goal. Just getting myself to a place where I was physically and mentally ready to go out there and compete and be a winning player for my team. Not forcing myself to rely on one aspect of my game to do it. Just getting to a point where I was getting in a good routine physically to come out and just be totally reactionary and go out there and play some ball. And again, I really do attribute that a lot to, the staff behind the scenes, both the medical staff and the strength and conditioning staff. All those days where the team was, doing their thing on the road and we were just in Yankee Stadium, those early mornings were all for a reason. So, yeah, it's a team effort, and I'm just happy that we're, delivering in a positive way.
Randy, up here.
Now that you guys have won an elimination game on the road, you go back home. Do you feel like you guys are in the driver's seat being at Yankee Stadium, like game there for Game 5?
With this staff, defensively, offensively, if there's a game being played, we feel as though we're in the driver's seat. And that's how we remain dangerous. I don't think we want it any other way to return back to the Bronx. So, yeah, we're just excited about the energy that we got moving forward. And listen, tomorrow's a new day. We're just going to go out there and play our best baseball. That's all there is to it.
The third row on your right, Harrison, and then Anthony.
2 things. One, just a clarification on what you were saying to Meredith. When in the dugout did Cole say that, beginning of the game at a certain, inning or anything?
It was towards the end of the game.
Okay. And then he also mentioned when he was in here just now that you got the belt for the best player in the game. What does it mean to you to have been embraced so much and so quickly by this team?
Yeah, it means a lot. I've said it multiple times. A lot of things can happen when you get traded. Just being totally honest, there are a lot of organizations that are not like the New York Yankees. And what I mean by that is just the standard that the players hold themselves to day in and day out, the staff that's surrounded by the players. It's just such a winning culture. It's a winning mentality. The fans, the level of expectation they have is high, and I wouldn't want it in any other way. I don't want to talk for anybody in the clubhouse, but I'm sure they wouldn't want it any other way either. So to be plunged into a clubhouse like that, I'm just tremendously grateful and fortunate for the opportunity. And every day I wake up, it feels good to be a Yankee, and I carry that with me to the field. I carry that in my preparation. And I'm just happy that, we're playing winning baseball and we got a chance to play more winning baseball tomorrow. So these guys are awesome. They have been since day one. But that's also, no surprise to me, knowing the names that we have in there prior to, obviously knowing I was getting traded. So I was excited. And yeah, just it's been a lot of fun.
Towards the back on your right, Anthony.
Harrison, when you hit 3 home runs in 4 games, is there any part of you that feels like that's part of your swing, or are you just trying to hit the ball hard? When you hit a home run, are you meaning to, or is it just you really hit the ball well?
I like to think I have it in my swing. Nah, you don't try to do anything. The only thing you really try to do is just game plan properly. But once the game starts, anytime you try to force an action, I found that it doesn't really work well. For me, you get fast, you get sped up, and in a game where there's just a lot of emotion behind every pitch. The only way to do it, in my opinion, is to slow it down. So the game slows down, and it's a lot easier to execute your approach and what you're trying to do. So I know that I don't focus on those numbers. I just the next opportunity you get a chance to go up there and swing the bat, you look to do damage in the zone that you're looking for. So tomorrow's a new day with a new pitcher and a new arm, so we'll game plan accordingly.
Just do a handful more. Ian, standing on your right.
just given your childhood loyalties, how does the dream of hitting October home runs for the Yankees match up with the reality of actually doing it?
I think they're both. Yeah, I mean, you definitely visualize it and you have a dream about it. But again, yes, I was obviously a Yankees fan growing up, but my dream has always been to just play Major League Baseball. I focus solely on the things I can control day in and day out, and one of those things that is not in my control is how I moved as a piece, especially at this level. So I just view, being traded here very serendipitously, and I just look to take, advantage of it every single day. So it's definitely sweet, but again, I'm here to play ball. I'm here to win. But to be able to do it in a Yankees uniform is definitely sweet. There's no doubt about it. But that wouldn't change, regardless of the circumstances, or regardless of uniform.
Did two more quickly, because Jameson's here. Meredith?
7 strong for Garrett. What stood out to you about the way he was throwing the ball and setting the tone, and what impressed you about Wandy not only tonight but this series, the way that he has had to been used in that bullpen?
Yeah, I mean, Wandy, relying heavily on him, no doubt. His ability just to mess with rhythm and with different pitches, I mean, that's tough, there's no doubt. So, he's been nails. That's all there is to it. And Garrett, again, just going out there, like you said, setting the tone. I mean, that's a really important job of the starting pitcher to do. You can do it with pace. You can do it with how effectively you attack the hitters in the strike zone. And he did both of those incredibly well. So, he makes our job on offense and on defense a lot easier when he does that. So to work behind that's awesome. That's why he got the ball again in this series, and that's why he's doing what he's doing. So it's just great to play behind.
We'll finish up in the second row.
With Tyone getting the ball tomorrow, you're familiar with him from the NL Central as well. What gives you confidence that he's up to the challenge? Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't want it any other way. It's a must-win game, and if there's ever going to be someone that you want to give the ball to, I have complete confidence in what he does, and there's a reason why he's in that position. And again, I just keep it really simple. I'm just looking forward to playing some baseball tomorrow in front of a home crowd, because there's no doubt there was some energy in that stadium today. So to come out of here, with one game is awesome. But to return it home so they can feel our energy and our fans, I'm just looking forward to it. So it's gonna be a great day.